Hey y'all, it's me, Amber Valentine, and welcome to the 5th episode of Welcome to the 5th episode of the Valentine Vlog. I am Amber V. Valentine, the owner of Valentine Incorporated, also known as the Heart of Alabama, or the Queen of Valentine's Day, as self-proclaimed. You're welcome. If you have seen my videos before, which if you haven't, you should, you already know the drill. We're going to paint an eye look on while I answer your questions. So sit back and enjoy as the 5th episode reveals itself. The topic of this episode is, what is your Instagram? I've gotten this question quite a bit. So I decided, why not do it? I mean, we'll just talk about socials in general and just social media in general, because I know it plays a huge part in today's society, especially in the entertainer world. You know, a lot of us rely on social media for promotion and, you know, building our platform, getting our names out there. Make sure to go to my website to click the link and ask your questions today. They do come through anonymously, so if you do leave your name in the little box, I will make sure to shout you out, because publicity is publicity, girl. Publicity is publicity. Like, it is one mention of your name is all that you need. The link can be found in all of my bios, or you can click this QR code. The button will be in the YouTube section of my website with all the information on all my previous videos, as well as any upcoming videos. Before we get into this topic, let's talk about this eye for a second. Recently, I have been loving this new eye that I've been doing and perfecting. So we're just gonna kind of stick with this eye and kind of like play around with it, see if maybe we can come up with something new for it. Try different colors, especially colors that I don't typically utilize. One color that I typically don't utilize is a nude. Like I said in previous videos, I like to be seen from the back of the room, so that's why I like to use a lot of bright colors. Nude is definitely not one that I've really used on my eye a whole lot, but recently I've kind of been getting into the nude, and honestly she kind of looks sickening, not gonna lie. I'm kind of not mad about it. So let's see how well I can turn this nude eye out, shall we? Getting into this topic, what is your Instagram? So my Instagram is Amber_V_Valentine on all platforms, including TikTok. So make sure you definitely go and follow and like and comment and share and, you know, do all the stuff, all the good stuff that we do. So when it comes to Instagram, I am not a big Instagram girly. I get more traction on TikTok and Facebook than what I do on Instagram. So I mean Instagram works for some girlies or most girlies, but for me it doesn't. I don't know. Instagram's just not my thing, I guess. I've had an Instagram for quite a while, since high school, and I mean, even on my boy Instagram that I've had forever, you know, the posts are there. But I feel like Instagram's kind of just a platform for certain people or certain things, I guess. I don't know. I'm just here. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. I just follow what works best for me. And that just happens to be Facebook and TikTok. One thing that I do find easier with Facebook especially is being able to just automatically post whatever to my Instagram. So if you guys see me posting on my Instagram, 9 times out of 10, I posted it on Facebook and it just automatically uploaded to Instagram. I really don't even get on Instagram a whole lot. I don't know, it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I don't know, I'm just not here for it. I mean, social media in general is like not my thing. But unfortunately, you know, we gotta rely on our sources and follow the societal norms. I've seen Instagram work great for other drag artists, especially you know, like the Rue Girls. You know, they definitely get a lot of hit on Instagram, or, you know, just well-known drag artists that aren't necessarily from Drag Race. So a lot of Atlanta, a lot of like Florida girls. Dominique is definitely one that I follow quite a bit on Instagram. I see Instagram works well for them. Probably a lot of New Yorkers too. Being an Alabama drag queen, I'm sure has its downfall with that, because, you know, we gotta get out there. We gotta get out there. We gotta be seen. We gotta be seen. People are more worried about all these people, you know, these drag artists and all these bigger cities, which slay. You know, y'all are doing your work. But at the same time, girl, there's some in other places too. You may not know that, but there are. Hi, from Alabama. I have seen it work quite well for burlesque performers. I have some friends that are in the burlesque community, and Instagram is definitely one that works better for them in their performing aspect with getting out. One example could be my friend Furiosa Pearl, or even Lucy S. Diamonds, which they do currently have their own show that does happen every 2 months or so. It's called Diamonds and Pearls. It is definitely a very, very good, very chill, relaxing kind of show vibe. And I am, you know, they're DJs, so why not? Why not promote it? Why not? Why not? You know? DJ Amber over here. DJ AV. Ooh, that's sickening. DJ AV. DJ Audio Video. I'm so weak. I personally could do without Instagram and be perfectly fine, I feel. Because like I said, most of the stuff that's posted is already posted. It's just posted in multiple spots when I made that one post, which I find easier to make one post and allow it to post in multiple places. I wish, you know, my Facebook Reels and stuff would automatically post to my TikTok, but you know, that's technology is like very far today, but like not far enough to where like you can just take care of everything all at one time. Social media as a whole, I personally don't favor. It's just so much time and energy wasted, but at the same time we have to for, you know, our promotion reasons. Now I don't mean a waste of time and energy in like a bad way. It's just like I have other things that I can do, but instead I gotta spend time jumping between social media platforms to be able to post and promote myself. Which, great, I'll do it without complaining. I don't know. I feel like social media is just kind of like taking over the world today. You know, people forget how to just have a normal conversation with people in real life. So one thing that I am not a huge fan of is when you hear people that are like, why do you spend so much time on Facebook or on Instagram? Why do you spend so much time on social media? Because I have to. Like, as performers, we don't have a choice because, you know, that's the standard in society today is social media. And unfortunately, if we want to get our brand out there and, you know, like I said before, promote and, you know, get people to see us and even to hear us, especially with it being election year, which one of these videos coming up will definitely be not like a political video, but a conversation about what is coming up in November because, you know, as an entertainer and having a platform, whether it's a big platform or a small platform, that's definitely something that I should definitely bring awareness to, especially with, you know, certain current running mates, you know, that are running for president, you know, again, and I mean, you know, it just comes down to a life or death matter at this point, which is sad to say because, you know, we're supposed to be a free country, but who's really free? Who's really free? I'll tell you who's free. Straight, white men. I mean, it's there. Sorry. It's there. It's out there. Everybody knows. Like, it's not a secret. It's not like I'm spoiling somebody's secret that they were, you know, holding on to for their whole life and nobody knew because, girl. Unfortunately, I feel like the oppressed will always stay oppressed. Especially when it comes to our POC brothers and sisters and family members because, you know, unfortunately, it's 2024 and people are still in their racist ways, which is very sad because, I mean, at the end of the day, we all bleed the same color. Like, no matter what color you are, no matter what sexual orientation you are, really no matter, you know, what gender you are, what profession you have, what school you went to, who does better eyebrows, like, you know, we're all people. Like, why does it matter if somebody's different? Which kind of brings me into a topic that I kind of wanted to bring a little bit of awareness to, but not too much, because, you know, I don't like talking about politics a whole lot. I do like talking about issues that do run close to me or the people that I care about. So I'll have conversations and stuff, but other than that, I really just don't genuinely like to talk about just politics, because politics are messy, girl. Politics are very messy. We've all recently heard about the Missouri execution that happened with Marcellus Williams, which I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I knew nothing of it. Like, this whole thing that he apparently was executed for happened back in, 1998? And this is the first that I'm hearing about it, literally, 3 days ago, when it came across my TikTok. Like, why is this something that medias aren't talking about until it happens? Like, and on top of that, there's also another issue that I just recently came across the same day, actually, of these kids in college that had this friend who was part of the POC community and, you know, went to school and was supposed to be great friends, but then, attacked the kid and, you know, carved racial slurs onto his chest with a box cutter. Like, y'all, hold on. Let me get this black done, because if not, I'm about to run my mouth, because I don't understand. And I'm going to kind of put my family on blast a little bit, because this is a huge reason as to why I moved out of Michigan. That was kind of cute. Is because I'm tired of people seeing the color of people's skin. Like, what? Why? I guess the real question is why? Why does that matter to you? Just because someone has a different color skin means that they're any different than us? I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to figure it out, because I don't see it that way. I do not see it that way. When I moved to Alabama, almost 3.5 years ago, I lived in Hueytown for the first couple months that I lived here. Yeah, no, choices were made. But I walked into the Walmart, because I just had to go to Walmart one day. And I walked in and I stopped. And I looked around, because I realized in that moment, after being here for a couple days, that I am the minority, I guess. I realized how diverse it was down here, just with race, let alone, you know, sexual orientation and gender identity and all that. But I can tell you that when I walked in and I seen that, I felt safe. I felt like I was okay. Because up north, we have that racism. A lot of internal racism, too. And I honestly, to be 100% honest with you, thought that I was going to move to Alabama in the South and come across, well, not me come across, but witness that racism down here. No, it's in the North, which I guess makes sense, because, you know, when we talk about slavery and stuff, you know, that all happened in the South. So I could see how the POC community took back, you know, what they lost and all that. But it really shocked me that, you know, up north, people are more into what people look like and the color of their skin or how they identify, versus down in the South, which people are probably gonna have different stories. People are probably gonna disagree with me, but that's just my experience down here, which honestly I'm not kind of mad about. I'm glad I had a great experience down here so far. Up north, you could go to a pride event and have a mile long were the protesters. Down here, you got 5 or 6. That's it. And they sit there and they do their thing. They leave us alone. We go out there, we do our thing, we leave them alone. It's just that mutual expression of oneself, as long as you're being respectful about it. Again, back to the topic being, we kind of veered off, even though this part of the topic came up because of what I've most recently saw on social media, which really, I'm just gonna kind of end that little spiel with, put everything in the news. We need to know about everything. Now, I don't watch the news. Personally, TikTok is my news because, like I said, this is something that's been going on. Marcellus Williams' case has been going on. I was 2 years old when it happened. I was like, just barely born. And now at 27, almost 28, I'm hearing about it. Like, that's honestly very nuts. Very nuts. But neither here nor there. Just put everything in the media. Just put, let us know about everything, because that is why everything's going sideways. That is why people are misinformed about things. Anyways, back to the topic. Don't get me wrong, social media, when it comes to like the interactive part, is remarkable. Like, being able to interact with other people virtually makes life so much easier, especially when it comes to people working a lot and not having time to hang out with others or anything like that. It helps keep you connected and stay connected, especially with like family members. For me, my boy page is definitely one that I utilize to stay connected with my family, because I do live 800 miles away from them. So they don't specifically follow my drag page, but that's okay. That's not their cup of tea, and they're respecting, my space and what I do. So I guess I'll respect their space and what they do. I guess that's what it is. That's how it's supposed to work, right? I mean, we might have to teach some people that this is how it's supposed to work, but I guess. Social media can also hurt relationships and people. Social media really, for sure, is testing limits of certain people, especially like people with like a lot of trust issues, which I feel like social media has a huge part in that. I do feel like I can have a conversation about this because I am someone who has experienced and lived through and survived domestic violence, and social media did play a huge role in that and a huge part in that. Not specifically because like I was doing anything on social media I shouldn't have, but more so just social media in general. My ex-husband thought that, because I had the social media, that I was going to do all this stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. But that's not me. I don't do that. I don't do that. Especially because, like, and if y'all are wondering what I'm talking about, cheating. He thought I was cheating on him all the time, even though, the proof was there that I wasn't. But you can't fix a broken person. You can't fix somebody that don't want to be fixed. So I just kind of like said, oh well, I guess. Bye, Felicia. A big issue that I do have with social media is when certain people like to get a little personal on Facebook or Instagram or I don't know. I guess it's kind of a hit or a miss for me, because like you need to get your personal stuff out, because like I'd rather you post it publicly than everybody worrying about you and not knowing anything of what's going on. But like, there is a certain extent of posting that online, and certain people, I'm not gonna name who, do post a little too much personal stuff. And honestly, I literally only keep certain people because they keep me entertained with their drama. Like, I'm not a huge drama person. I tend to just stay in my lane, unless you like come from my friends, or I have to have a reason to step out of line. Other than that, I pretty much stay where I'm supposed to. So I'm definitely gonna eat up your drama. I'm definitely gonna follow the comments and you know, all that stuff and gossip about it because girl, you're making a fool of yourself. And that's ultimately what it is. It's just people making fools of themselves. Like, yeah, go ahead. Tell us. But like the details that you go into, we don't need to know. We don't need to know. Those are the ones that are gonna start, you know, spike controversies and stuff. Like, girl, let's not do that. I mean, you could do that. I'm not gonna do it, but go right ahead because I'll sit and watch. Like, I'll sit there and wait for some people. I'd be, you know, waiting for that post because they do it on such a regular. I know when they're gonna do it, and like I'll be sincere, like the first like time or two or whatever, and be like, "Oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry." Like, you know, I hope things get better. But then when you just like take it overboard, I'm just not gonna comment. I'm not gonna interact. I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna laugh and be like, "Girl, you did that again. How stupid are you?" Gotta make sure we blend this eye out because you know, if you've watched my previous videos, you know we what blend. Ooh, and about knock my out with a beauty blender. But I mean, at least we were blending. Again, die in the middle of blending. Especially because, you know, I am a man. So, you know, I sweat in a lot of places women probably don't. And I, you know, sweat a lot easier than most women probably do. As Bobby Boucher's mother once said, social media is the devil. Which, if you don't know who that is or get that reference, please humble yourself and go watch The Waterboy because you should have watched that a long time ago when we all did, girl. Because that is an iconic movie. And, you know, Bobby Boucher's mother is probably, honestly, I mean, as a football fan, like, I kind of agree with her. Football's the devil. Like, that woman was very underrated, but she was very wise. She was very wise. She knew exactly what she was looking out for. Like, we should have, like, listened to her a long time ago because she knows. She knows the deed. She knows what she's saying. She knows what she's doing. And, like, you know, social media is the devil. It is the devil. So humble yourself and go watch the movie if you haven't. So far the eye is looking very good. I'm loving this nude. I love that I decided to start going with the nude. It'll be able to go with, you know, more options outfit-wise and look-wise. And this would be cute for, like, ball season or, like, if I attend a wedding in drag or anything like that. So I ain't gotta worry about, like, having a bright pop of color. But I have something here. So what I'm gonna do, because it is very, like, light brown at the moment, I'm going to take some powder. I'm gonna, like, powder over it just to kind of give it more that nudie, you know, natural kind of look. I just recently did this eye for a video for the Preferred channel, which, again, if you have not watched my videos, go watch them so you can learn about Sage Preferred and the Preferred channel. We just recently did a video or two for it, and I did this with powder, and it was able to kind of help neutralize it a little bit. So it's more that natural color rather than, like, brown. Oh, see, that looks so much better already. And, I mean, I just like to powder my eyeshadows in general because sometimes them eyeshadows, girl. Sometimes. And depending on the palette, they don't, certain eyeshadows don't like to blend very well, so adding a little pop of powder will typically help blend that out a little bit more. That was another trick I learned. So the eye actually looks really good. I typically don't do the white crease on my eye or the bottom liner, which I'm just gonna finish it out with black until after I'm done with my face, because as most people know, my eye likes to water because I'm a man and drag. I'm a cross dresser. What we're going to do is jump off camera and finish the rest of the mug, because I'm gonna slay. She's working it. She's doing it. We're gonna finish the rest of the mug. We're gonna get into some drags, and that way we can see the final look. While I do that, please enjoy this beautiful commercial made by yours truly, and we will be right back.
Check out our new website. From photo galleries to YouTube updates. Keep up to date on what we're doing and where we're going. Scan the QR code to book me today.
And we are back, and not gonna lie, we kind of popped off. We kind of popped off tonight, not gonna lie. The only thing I forgot to do is add a little color back into my face underneath my contour. Usually I like to take she's all busted at the moment, but I like to take a powder foundation and hang on. I told y'all she was busted. We gotta take a second to get it. Ooh. Dry throat everywhere. And we just kind of like touch this back up with color because my skin's not that white. I want like the centered area to be whiter, but like not that part, because it's gotta look like it's going down into the rest of me. There we go. She looks a little better now. But yeah. There I go, drop it again. But yeah, she's cute. She's blended. She is, this nude eye is really nuding. I love doing the white cut crease so much. We have reached the end of the 5th episode. That was 10, but the 5th episode of the Valentine vlog. Thank you so much for watching yet another video with me, getting to know me, and, you know, vlog. If you would like to see more content, you can catch a new video every other Friday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have to emphasize that part because I have some people back home in Michigan who are on Eastern Time who are going to want to watch this. So it's 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time. The next video will be posted on October 11th, which we will be getting into the spooky season. The next episode on the 11th is probably going to be where we kind of talk a little bit about the upcoming election a little bit, and you know, not persuade views a certain way, but like give some views to kind of help, you know, make your educated guesses on who you want to be president this year. So stay tuned for October 11th, where we are going to, you know, come out all red, white, and blue a little bit, and you know, fight for America, because we deserve a spot too. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors, and don't forget to share it with your pastor, because if you're going to watch it in church, why be rude and leave your pastor out? Make sure you show your pastors. That way, you know, your pastor understands what love and acceptance and self-expression is all about. And of course, subscribe to the channel for notifications on upcoming videos. I also want to hear from you. So again, if you'd like to submit any questions for me to answer or any suggestions for the channel, please click on my website in the description and click on the Submit Questions Here button on the YouTube page. Now, the links in my YouTube video bio, like the actual channel bio, are not linkable yet because I have not had a channel long enough for that yet. But you can copy and paste. You can go to all my bios on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and there is the link directly to my website if you would like to access that. If you'd like to book me, I would love to come and entertain you. Please visit the Book Me page on my website to view my schedule and submit a request today. Keep up to date on all things Valentine on my website, or you can follow all my socials at Amber_V_Valentine on Instagram and TikTok, or Amber V Valentine on Facebook. All social links will also be in the description of this video, as well as they can be found on all pages of my website. Again, I thank you for joining, and always remember, self-love is the most important love. Mwah. Y'all have a beautiful night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.